Hello everyone, hope you are good and be happy always. Once again, welcome to Sachi's Academy, and today we will discuss the fundamental concepts of managerial economics, which are really very important for the basic understanding of economics and to apply the tools of economics into your day-to-day business and to excel in that business. So if you are a student of MBA or BBA or a businessman, you need to understand these concepts. So here we start with scarcity principle. What is scarcity anyway? See, all the resources in this world are scarce in their amount. Why? Because money is scarce and we have alternative uses. We can use money for anything or everything in this world. Likewise, we have scarcity of time. Take for example, if we say, if your friend asks for a party, then you will say, if time permits, I may come to the party. It's not certain. Okay. So in that case, what is the thing over here that you can see? That everything in this world is scarce. Maybe time, maybe money, maybe raw material, maybe wheat, maybe the food grains, maybe land of different nations, that is always scarce, and that's why they keep on fighting over the resources. And none of the nations in this world, maybe America, maybe your Africa, India, China, or any other nation, they have the amount that is sufficient for everyone in their nation. Okay, so they also have insufficiency or scarcity of resources. They can't fulfill all their needs as they want to be. So in that case, the scarcity principle tells us that resources are scarce and have alternative uses. Resources are always scarce in comparison to the amount that we want, and they have alternative uses. That means they can be put to different uses. Like take for example money. You can buy clothes with money, you can buy food with money, vacation, movie tickets, house, car and whatnot. You can buy anything from this money. So it has alternative uses. Likewise, land can be put to your crops. You can put to agriculture. You can grow different types of crops on that. You can build hospitals on that. You can build schools, malls, playgrounds, stadiums, or anything like that. You can build roads or any other type of infrastructure like bridge or anything. Okay, so all the resources are scarce and they have alternative uses. That means they have different uses. Okay. Human wants are unlimited. Then the next proposition is human wants are unlimited. We have insatiable type of demands in this world. That means we want everything in this world. Okay, like we want a big car, we want a big house, we want immense amount of money, unlimited amount of money. We want yachts, we want aeroplanes and whatnot. We want islands also, diamonds and everything. So we want everything in this world. So human wants are unlimited and they can't be settled really easily. So what is the case here? Here we have to make choice. That is the problem of choice arises over here, because we have limited amount of money, we have limited amount of resources or scarcity of resources. That's why we have to make choice. Take for example, if you are earning only 50,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees, you can say 30,000 rupees you are earning, that's in Indian currency. So rupees, here rupees we are using. Here we can buy clothes from that, you can buy food, vacation, movie, house, etc. But in these 30,000 rupees, given inflation, based on the given inflation, you can buy clothes with that, food and house, or maybe movie also. But you may not be able to go on vacation and you can't afford a car in these 30,000 rupees. So what is happening over here? You are making choice with the limited amount of money that you have at your disposal, right? So the problem of scarcity tells you that you have to make choice based on that limited amount of money. Then next comes your opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is simply the cost of your lost opportunity. Okay, the lost opportunity or the next best opportunity or alternative. As now, right now we have told you that resources have alternative uses. So take for example here room. This is a resource that you can earn money from. Here, this room, we have a single room over here, that's spare one in our house. You can either open a shop in that, you can earn from that shop, or you can rent it out to someone and earn 5,000 rupees per month. So the choice depends on you. You can go one of them. You can't go both for them, because you can't open a shop at the same time. You can't rent that room. So you'll have to go for one. That means if you are going for a shop, if you want to open shop, then you will have to let go this rent of yours. So what is the opportunity cost of opening a shop? It is the cost of renting a room. That is next best alternative. This is the cost of lost opportunity. What is the lost opportunity over here? Renting a room. That means 5,000 rupees. So the cost of or the opportunity cost of opening a shop is your 5,000 rupees over here if you take it in money amount, or it is the cost of renting out a room. So what is the opportunity cost? It is the cost of lost opportunity that you have forgiven or that you have sacrificed, right? In the same manner, here if you have a plot of land, you can either grow wheat in that plot or sugarcane. You can sell wheat and sugarcane and earn money, but you can't grow them side by side, or at the same time you can't grow them both on the same field. So if you are growing wheat, then the cost of growing wheat, that means opportunity cost of growing wheat, is the cost of foregone alternative, that means the cost of sugarcane that you have to give up or forgive for the sake of growing wheat in that field. Next, that means cost of lost opportunity. What is the lost opportunity over here? That is the cost of sugarcane. Then work. If you are doing business, if you want to do job, you will have to forego the opportunity of doing a business, and if you are going to do business, then you have to forego the opportunity of doing a job. So if you are doing a job, if you have opted for job of any kind and you have to forego the opportunity or the chance, okay, of doing a business, that means this is the opportunity cost of doing job. That means cost of doing business is the cost. That means doing business is the opportunity cost of doing job. That means cost of your lost opportunity. This is lost opportunity or not here? And here, what is the lost opportunity? This is the lost opportunity. This is the, yes, this is the lost opportunity. This rent one. Okay, here, what is happening? The opportunity cost of opening a shop is your cost of renting a room. That is lost opportunity. This is the lost opportunity, and this is the lost opportunity over here. So opportunity cost of doing a job is what? Doing business. Opportunity cost of growing wheat is growing sugarcane, and opportunity cost of growing doing a shop or opening a shop is rent of that room, because you have foregone that, you have sacrificed that. That means you have to bear the cost of this rent here. This is the cost or not, right? Because if you are unaware of the cost, then how will you know that what is the real worth of this room of yours? So if you were not opening a shop, you would have rented out a room to someone and you would have earned 5,000 rupees. Okay, this is the cost of opening a shop. Now if you have foregone this sugarcane, then you would have earned something, maybe 50,000 rupees. That means growing wheat, that means it has costed you 50,000 rupees. And here business, if you would have earned 1 lakh rupees per month, but now you are earning only 50,000 rupees or something like that. So cost of doing job is your lost opportunity. That means 1 lakh rupees, right? Understood? Next comes your incremental principle. What is incremental principle, by the way? Incremental means increase in something or addition in something, and it's popularly known as marginalism. Marginal comes everywhere. Marginal revenue, marginal cost, marginal production, etc., etc. So marginal will be used everywhere, and that means you have to understand that thoroughly. Now, take for example, if you are selling, if you are producing 100 packets of biscuit, you have a small, very, very small bakery, and if you are producing 100 packets of biscuit and you are selling those biscuits for 1,000 rupees, right? Simple. Now, this is your business. Now, if you want to expand your business or increase the amount of biscuits that you are selling in the market and earn more profit, if you want to invest in the existing business of yours, expansion is required. So what will happen? You will evaluate that is the investment that you are supposed to do in your business worth it or not. That means it is worth only when your investment is equal to returns. Here, this is the equation. If the expansion of your business is required, then you have to see that investment should always be equal to returns. That means if you are investing 10,000 rupees in some business, 10k, that means this is investment I, that means returns should also be 10,000 rupees. If your investment is 10,000 and if you are earning only 8,000 rupees, that means this investment should not be done into your business. Why? Because you will be incurring losses of 2,000 rupees or not. So that is a condition of loss for your business, and you should not go for that investment. Here, what has we seen an example here? We were manufacturing 100 packets earning 1,000 rupees. Now, if we want to expand and sell 50 more packets of biscuit and it is costing us 500 rupees. Here the cost of selling more biscuits and producing more biscuits is what? 500 rupees. Now that has fetched you and that has given you the returns of 500 rupees. Now here rupees 500 is the cost and rupees 500 is the return also. That means your cost and returns are equal and this investment is good for you. You can go for this investment because investment and returns are equal, and in this business you can do this investment. Okay, so this is your incremental principle. Marginalism means, here I'll explain this marginalism also. This is the additional investment and this is your additional income. So this is your additional cost, that means marginal cost, and this is your marginal revenue, MR. Okay, marginal returns or marginal revenue. This is your marginal cost, right? In the same manner, if you are doing some type of business and you have 10 laborers and they are producing 100 packets of biscuit. Now, if you have recruited or you have employed one more labor, then what is the total number of laborers over here? You have 11 number of laborers, and if they are manufacturing 110 packets of biscuit, so what is the marginal production over here? This one additional labor or a worker is producing 10 packets of biscuit because here the production has increased by 10 packets of biscuits. 10 packs of biscuits. That means the contribution is of this single labor is equal to 10 packs of biscuit, because initially 10 laborers were manufacturing 100 packets of biscuit. Now this 11th worker is manufacturing 10 packs of biscuit. Now this is the marginal worker, MW you can say, or marginal labor, you can say ML also, and this is your marginal production. You might have seen MP also. This is your marginal productivity or marginal production you can say. So this is what is known as marginalism. Now we move on to other concepts. The another one is time perspective. Say in business, time is really very important, and we divide time in economics or say managerial economics into three parts. There's temporary run, short run and long run. Temporary run is a time period when your supply is totally fixed. It can't be changed whatsoever. Take for example, there is only single day, and if you say I want 10 trucks of coriander green leaves, okay, so it's not possible. Supply is totally fixed in certain market. Every market you say, or you say I want 1,000 registers from one shop, say, so it is not possible. So supply in one day, you can say a few hours, is totally fixed in such markets, and it is not possible to change it. Okay, so here temporary run is the time period where supply is totally fixed. You can't change it whatsoever. Second is short run. Short run supply can be changed slightly. That is a time period where supply can be changed slightly by changing factor proportions. What are the factor proportions? Factor proportion is the labor to capital ratio. What is capital? Capital is normally the machinery that you use in your production. Okay, so if you have two machines for anything, I have taken this example over here. If a certain bakery, a bakery is a place where you bake your breads, biscuits and cream rolls, etc., pizzas and everything. So for example, a certain bakery bakes 100 packets of bread every day. Okay, now if it feels that it needs to increase its production to 150 packets of bread and it needs to supply 150 packets of bread per day, then what it can do? It can engage some more workers on its available machines. Suppose it has two machines and only 4 workers were working. Now it can engage 5th worker and they can increase their production, or you can say 2 more workers. The labor count can be 6 over here, and they can increase their production to 150 packets of bread per day. But if the demand increases to 1,000 packets of bread per day, then it's not possible in short run to manage this supply or increase this production with the available machines, which are only 2 in number. Then in that case it will have to increase its number of machines, maybe 6 or 7, and certainly it will have to engage more labor, maybe 20 to 40 laborers it will require, and it will need a new plant or a bakery plant to increase this amount of production, maybe 1,000 packets of bread. So it is not possible with the available inputs to increase that amount of production. So it can't be done in that short run. Short run is just a time period of say 15 to 20 days or 1 or 2 months. In that you can't buy new machines because machines are worth rupees 10 to 20 lakhs or say 1 or 2 million. So it's not possible to increase production in the short run to that amount, to increase the production up to a certain very high amount, you can say, increase that amount. Okay, say long run. In long run, everything becomes variable. See, your number of machines can be increased very easily, your production can be increased, whatever is required. See, here it was not possible to purchase 6 to 7 machines in 2 months or say 1 month, but it is possible to purchase 6 or 7 machines in long run. In short run, production can be increased only by extensively using your factors of production, that is capital asset and your labor, engaging more labor. But this production, 1000 packets of bread, can be easily manufactured or produced in long run because more machines can be purchased and more labor can be, more workers can be engaged, produce 1000 packets of bread. So it is not possible to produce 1000 packets in short run, but it's possible for a bakery to produce it in long run. So short run, long run, temporary run are very important time periods for any type of business, and you have to keep in mind while doing any type of business. Then comes the principle of equi-marginal. Equi-marginal principle tells us that whatever factors our production or inputs are engaged or are done into any type of production or engaged in any type of production, that it has to give you the last unit. Now comes your equi-marginal principle. Here what happens, it states that an input should be allocated in such a way that the value added by the last unit of input is the same in all its uses. Okay, so what does it tell? Input, what's an input? It's raw material, or you can say labor, or any type of input that you're using for producing certain commodities. Say for example, here bakery is there. So what is the input over here? Machines are there. Here labor is there and raw material of different kinds of flour, chemicals, sugar, butter, everything is there, milk is there to make your bakery products. So here whatever input is used or put into production, it should be allocated. That means it should be distributed, it should be allocated in such a way that the value added means the productivity of that particular input is value added by that input is last unit of that input is the same in all its uses. Take for example, you can understand with the help of example. Suppose we have engaged 10 laborers for 10 workers for production of a bottled milk in certain dairy plants. For production of butter, again we have engaged 10 workers, and for production of cheese, again we have engaged 10 workers. So here for milk, for milk we have 10 workers, and this one is the 10th worker. Here again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, again 10 workers. And for cheese production, again we have 10 laborers over here. So value added by 10th labor or 10th worker in all three uses should be the same. Okay, so here suppose the value added by the worker, 10th worker in milk production is rupees 100. It should be same for all other uses as well. So value added by the last worker in your butter production should be rupees 100, and again for cheese production also it should be 100 only. So this is the principle of equi-marginality. Now comes the principle of risk and uncertainty. What is certainty? Expected and actual outcomes are same. Salary, here for salary you know that you will be getting certain amount at the end of the month and you get it. So you know the outcome and you know the expectations are the same, and here actual outcome is also same. Okay, then risk. About risk, it is indefinite output with known changes. Take for example a dice. When you throw dice, you know the changes. That means 1 to 6 are the numbers that you will be getting as a output, but you don't know what is your outcome, what you will be getting, but you know the changes of that is 1 to 6 numbers you will be getting as an outcome. So here you know the changes, known changes are there. You know the changes that 1 to 6 will be the number, but your output is uncertain over here. So here risk is there that what you will be getting, you may get 6, you may get 2, you may get 1, and that may be the case. So here risk is like you invest your money anywhere, so you know the changes that will happen. Either you will lose that money or you will gain profit. But uncertainty is not that. Here what happens, it is indefinite output with unknown changes. In future you may not know. If you do certain business, it will give you profit or not. you will do that business or not. Or maybe just like Elon Musk has said that we will have a colony in Mars. So it is not possible that we can go to Mars someday. It is uncertain. Take for another example, any area, just like North India is prone to earthquakes. But in next 4 to 5 years, will any earthquake happen or not? It is uncertain. So uncertainty means you don't know the changes, you don't know the output either. So uncertainty is worse than your risk. Risk is somewhat calculable, but uncertainty is incalculable risk. It cannot be calculated in advance, or it cannot be said that it will happen or not even. So this is graver in its intensity. Now we have discussed all these concepts. I hope this has helped you, and this will help you a lot in your learnings of managerial economics. And for other queries, you may always contact on my YouTube channel, and the email ID is also given over there, so you can contact over there as well. So take this screenshot, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless you.